All right. We are here on it's a tie day at our school on a Tuesday. Don't forget hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell. They said wear a tie. They did not say how. So I have one loosely around my neck and one as a headband because, it's like, hey, I'm down for business, but also I can party. All right, solving quadratics by factoring. Here's the super big major important thing. It's got to be in this form right here. It's got to look like that, okay? Which is standard form, 0 on one side. Super important, okay? I only know how to say very important in one other language. I'm trying to learn the other ones, okay? But first we have to do this. Then we're going to factor like we have been before, just like we did our warm up. And then we're going to split into two equations and solve. Okay. Now, those steps seem pretty straightforward, but of those three things, which one do you think actually has more steps than the other ones? Right, factoring. Factoring actually has more steps because you have to think, is my are my signs the same? Are they different? Blah blah blah, all that kind of stuff. I don't know. Everybody's so ready to go this morning. It's awesome. It's a tie day. It's a tie day Tuesday. Okay. So as we're doing this, we're going to factor this right here. Is this in this form where everything's on one side and zeros on the other? Yes. All right. What is my C value right here? 6. What is my B value? 5. All right. Now, are my factors the same or different? Same. They're both what? Positive. Now, notice we don't have our little box that we normally have had, right? You could actually do that. Make one if you wanted to. This is where we used to do the little T chart in years past. These are our factors, and then this is where we add them up. Okay. You can do that anywhere. Some people by now you may actually have some of this stuff memorized, or you have your red sheets that's got the multiplication charts on there. You can figure it out. All right. So we're going to have a positive 2 and a positive 3. Now, there's this rule, okay? It's actually a property, but, whatever. It's actually called the zero product property. It says that either if this part is 0, it makes the whole thing 0 because it's multiplying, right? Anything times 0 is 0. Okay, thank you. Or this is equal to 0. All right, because we're multiplying. Remember, 50 bajillion times 0 is 0. Okay, good. Now, so when we split these, I would always say, get my ninja sword, chop, and we would put it right here and right here. All right, so now we're about to solve these. All right, if this is a plus 2, remember to solve equations, we have to do the opposite. What's the opposite of plus 2? Minus. So we subtract 2 from both sides. We get x equals negative 2. All right. What about over here? If this is a plus 3, what do we do right here? Minus 3. And we get x equals negative 3. Now, There are a bunch of ways that you will see these answers. Okay. Okay. One way is this. You'll see x equals -3, -2. You'll see it like this. You'll see with these braces. Okay. Or you'll see it like we have written here. Any one of those is okay. All right. Any one of those is okay. I hadn't decided yet how I'm gonna, put that on the test. I might just have x equals. You write it and go. Yeah. Thank you for bringing that back. Now my ex-wife can make it to work. Appreciate it. He brought back the broom. All right. So that was our first one. Is it really that bad? No. It can be. Y'all want it to be really bad? I mean, I can make it harder. I could say, here's this example. All right, do these 50 problems on Delta Math. All right. Y'all are like, no, thank you. All right. Let's look at this one. All right. We have to factor this right here. Is this right here in this form? Yes or no? No. Okay, that's really important because this only works if everything is on one side and zeros on the other. Okay. Now, to do that, we need to move this 36. All right. This is a positive 36. So, what's the opposite of positive? Yep. So, we're going to subtract 36 from both sides. Now, we can't combine 36 with either x squared or 5x because they're not on the same team. Okay. They're not on the same team. All right. What do we know about our signs? Are they going to be the same or different? Yeah, going to be different. Where should our bigger number be? Positive or negative? Positive. So our big one's going to be here. All right. So what are two numbers when we multiply them? We get 36, but when we add them, we get 5. There was a whole bunch of different answers. I thought I heard a 9 in there somewhere. Maybe been a 12. Yeah. So positive 9. What? Where did I get positive 9 from? My pocket? No. No, that's when I asked them what are two numbers that when you multiply them, you get negative 36, but when you add them, you get positive 5. They were just, look, it's the, are you sure? Okay, I can do the T chart with the stuff and the things. Okay. All right. So now, all right. So we got to subtract 9 minus 9. All right. So, and if we can just say this, we could circle this and say this is the answer, or we could say this right here. Let's do this. X equals -9 and 4. Now, I'm not going to worry what number comes first. I'm not going to make you put the smaller numbers have to be on the left, the bigger. Just give me the numbers. Give me the numbers. Okay. Now, what is something that you notice about the answer versus the factored form? They switch, yes. All right. If we look at it, here's our factored form. Here's our answer. So what happens is the signs switch from factor to answer. Now, is that a big thing for some? Yeah. I have some people, y'all are going to factor this right here. You're going to go right to the answer. I have some people that's going to factor. They're going to have to set up the equation and solve it. They're still going to get the same answer. It's just a pattern. It's not for everybody, okay? It's kind of like Brussels sprouts. Some of y'all just went, "Whoa." All right. Now, I'm going to do one with you, and I'm going to let you all do the other 5, okay, on the back, and then we're going to go over them, okay? All right. So on the back, let's look at number 1. All right. Is this in this form right here? Everything on one side, 0 on another. Yes. Okay. I saw a few going. All right. What are the factors of 21? All right. Hang on. This tells us our negative 21 tells us our signs are the same or different. Different. Thank you. Sweet. Thank you. All right. This tells us where is our bigger number? Is our bigger number positive or negative? Okay, negative. So our big one's going to be here. All right. So, in 21, you would think 7 and 3, right? So -7. So -7 plus 3. -4. Okay, there we go. So 3 and 7. All right. Now, if we were doing what we just saw, okay, what is the opposite of +3? And then I've already heard it. The opposite of -7 would be 7. And that's our answer right there. Okay. Yeah. All right. And that's it for our lesson today. Thank you for hanging out. Don't forget, hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell, leave a nice comment like, hey, your ties are amazing. Or wow, your forehead is growing exponentially. That's true too. Okay. Good stuff. Good things. Roll Tide.